50 Ways I Screwed Up My Life.
Chapter 38, Relationship. Having a relationship is just like having a job and having a house and having children. It's something you have to have. Without all these things, something is not quite right. You have to give an explanation. At least, that's what I thought. In common with almost all important matters in this life, I started on this like a bull in a china shop. If you are unprepared when you start on such important matters, you are sure your worst own enemy. With relationships, I have also made every mistake possible. The first relationship mistake I made was that I felt lonely and wanted a partner who liked me and would treat me well, who listened to me and said encouraging things to me. A partner who respected me and held me in high regard. In short, somebody who loved me. All things that I wanted from a partner, but never gave to myself. And exactly because I never gave them to myself, I was empty. I wanted them badly from somebody else. I never had enough of the attention and affection I got from my partner. I never had enough because I never believed all those nice things the other said about me, or at least not longer than a minute. That's why I wanted more and more, never enough. And that's why I made that partner crazy, who then broke the relationship. The other could give, but all the love just fell through the bottom, because there simply wasn't any bottom in me. The bottom is called self-trust, self-respect, self-love. I think you're kind and beautiful is only something you believe if you think yourself kind and beautiful. What I have just described is what people mean with you must first have a relationship with yourself before you can have a relationship with somebody else. I always thought that sounded a little airy-fairy, and indeed it does. But it is just as true as the law of gravity. That law is valid for everybody, everywhere, so also for you. You should have a relationship with yourself. My second relationship mistake was that I thought I was looking for a partner who was stronger than me. Even though it seemed that way in the start, it soon became clear that I was the stronger. Although I was sad about it, it happened in every new relationship. I had a big mouth and I soon had a relationship in which I was the parent and the other was the child. As soon I had used my dominant, egotistical and arrogant behavior to make the other dependent and childish, I became annoyed that the other was so childish. I began to despise his dependence. Dominant people create dependent people. And my partners, in turn, became annoyed that they had become so dependent and became secretly or openly rebellious. Nobody likes it when the other person bosses you around. And so the relationship once again came to an end. In our emancipated society, I see men who are increasingly less strong and, as a result, women jump in to fill the gap, play the boss, and thereafter and therefore despise their husband. A final word. You may have heard that you have to work on your relationship. If there are problems, such as the ones described above, solve them. Solving problems means working, because it costs effort. Like respecting each other, being equal and talking about difficult matters. Most people who have a relationship, in reality, don't have a relationship.